So today's Dakota project is the transfer case shifter boots. Part-time four-wheel drive shift lever sits on the floor of the truck. As you can see, the shifter boot's pretty much toast. It's just done. So what I'm going to do is, you can see kind of there's like a ring on top. And back in the day when it was brand new and shiny, it used to wrap snugly around the lever, but now it doesn't anymore. It's just kind of in the floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the shift knob and the trim surround, which contains the four-wheel drive light, and replace it with a newer one I picked up off of probably either a 94 to 96 Dodge Dakota. It's still first generation. It's a little different, but I think it still will fit. These parts are kind of hard to come by, but I think that this should work just fine. It looks very similar to what I'm taking out. The trim surround on the donor truck was identical to this one. In fact, I was going to grab it as a surplus, but it looks like I think I should be okay. So anyway, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take off the shift knob. The knob is two plastic pieces. The top one spins off just like so. You can take the bottom one off, which we will do. Okay, these two pieces are off, and what we'll do next is we'll go ahead and take off the trim surround. Just snaps into place. There's a wire for the four-wheel drive light. That's all right. Just you've got enough slack where you can just let it lie on the floor. Next, you can see this bit here. There is 4 bolts that need to come on out. We'll do that next. Okay, so I'm working on getting these 4 bolts out here. Actually, the socket I'm using is pardon me, I'm middle-aged, so I have to hold it way far away to read it. Oh, I can't even read it. Huh. Well, it's not too big of a socket, but I just usually grabbing whatever seems to work on here. Kind of a hot day today in Minnesota. It's about, I think, 94. So I'm kind of saving my chores for the evening. It's starting to be a little cooler out. Okay. So you can go ahead and remove the trim surround here. It's kind of grungy. I'm going to take this opportunity to clean it up a little bit. But let's go ahead and yank the old boot out. Actually, it's kind of stuck in there. Actually, the donor truck, it wasn't this wedged in, so it's been in there for 25 years, so I imagine it probably needs a little oomph to get out. So I'm going to grab a screwdriver, see if I can pry that loose. That's what it took, a screwdriver to get it up and out. There's the old piece. You can kind of look, pretty much see the top of the transfer case from here, transmission. And here's the old boot. Definitely have seen better days. And we'll see what we can do with the new one. Oops, horn still works. Try to see if I can get some orientation with the old versus the new. This might take a little bit to get in there, but all right. should probably work. It's kind of the way the molding is, it sort of fits slanted toward the two-wheel drive engagement, so we'll give it a go and see what happens. Alright, so the 1994 version of the shift boot for the first gen Dodge Dakota is a little bit different than the 87. Actually, you can see the 87 is on the ground there, what's left of it anyway. What I did was I inserted the boot under the shift frame here. You can see the holes line up. I'm going to go ahead and insert this back. Whoops. Oh, shoot. Videoing and auto repairing takes quite a talent, so for those guys who do this a lot, and hats off to you. It's kind of hung up on the lever here. Let me just get it through. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and line up the holes best I can. Bolt her back down, put the trim surround back on it, and get the shift boot on there, or the knobs on there. We'll see what happens next. Hopefully this should fit. Alright, I've got the frame on. It took a little bit to line it up, but the 4 bolts are in. I'm going to go, the next thing we'll do is put the trim surround back over. Yeah, again, it will require 2 hands to finesse, but you guys get the idea. Alright, I got it back. Well, I've got it back together, and it looks like it's still not seated flush. I mean, I've got the backing clip in, but the front doesn't. I don't know, I think there's something different about this particular boot design. I don't know what to say, other than I might have to trim it back just a little bit. There's like 2 tabs that are on the front and back of the boot, and I think it's keeping the trim surround from seating completely. But it's hot, it's getting late, and I think I've got it in a good spot. I don't really use a 4-wheel drive very much anyway, but anyway, it's boot's installed, and I think it looks a lot better. So this is one of those things that's to be continued.